What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today's Expanded Thursday, and today's going to be the last kind of Expanded Thursday that we do focus on donks. I know, well, 2 weeks ago we did Shiftry, which proved to be one of the scariest decks. Now I'm going to go over the second scariest deck with Force of Giants Plant, and it hasn't gotten a lot of hype because Shiftry is kind of in the way, but this time around we have Latios Forretress. Now, Latios EX has the attack Fast Raid, does 40 damage, you attack on your first turn. And you might be like, alright, 40 damage, that's nothing. What does that do? But with the Muscle Band, you can do plus 20, 60 damage total. Now you might be like, alright, so how does this donk stuff? Well, Forretress has the ability Thorn Tempest. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may put one damage counter on each of your opponent's Pokemon. So just like Shiftry, we're just going to abuse Devolution Spray, Super Scoop Ups, Recycles, and if we could do 110 damage, maybe 120 damage with Forretress, you can actually knock out an EX turn 1 with Forretress Latios, which is pretty scary, and this is why I think they need a errata Force of Giants Plant. If you notice, Force of Giants Plant said each player's grass Pokemon can evolve during his or her turn, or their turn they put down this Pokemon, so it doesn't say that you can't evolve into a steel Pokemon. I think Pokemon needs to fix it where you say, alright, if you start Pinecone, you can't evolve into Forretress. You can only evolve into grass Pokemon. And I like the only Pokemon on top of my head that you can evolve to that are grass Pokemon that are kind of scary is Vileplume, which is doable because you play supporter cards, that's fine. Next up, Ariados, just because of the poison, and you have Burbank, you can start getting 30 damage down on Ariados turn 1. Still, not that bad, not a game changer. And the last one is a Selgor. Now this one is kind of scary. They can deck you cover game 1, or turn 1, paralyze you, but they can't attack turn 1, so you actually get a turn before they start doing that. It's not a donking deck. Neither one of those three is that scary. So I think they just need to change it where grass Pokemon can only evolve into grass Pokemon. And if they did that, Shiftry wouldn't be a thing, and Forretress wouldn't be a thing. And of course, we play 3 Shaman in the deck for setup, draw to have 6 cards in our hand. And of course, we play 4 Unknown for Farewell Letter, discard it if it's on the bench, and draw a card. And that's all the Pokemon we're playing here. We play 4 Acrobike, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, pick one, discard the other. 4 Bicycle, draw until you have 4 cards. Devolution Spray, devolve one of your evolved Pokemon and put it in your hand, and you can put it back down. So basically you can pick up a Forretress, put it back down, put in 10 damage. Now it says you may, so you don't have to, but I definitely would. 4 Lovable, and this is to help you get early Pinecones and Unknowns because they both have less than 90 HP, but the Forretress, Shaman, and Latios don't. I think Latios has 170, Shaman 110, and just by 10 HP, Forretress misses the 90 at 100 HP, which kind of stinks there. It'd be kind of broke if you could just Lovable for Forretress. Next up, 4 Recycle, flip a coin, put a card from your discard pile onto the top of your deck. You can get Devolution Spray. Sorry, person, we're not any challenges right now, but yeah, flip a coin if heads, put a card from your discard pile on top of your deck. 1 Scoop Up Cyclone, put a Pokemon and all cards attached to it into your hand. Basically, if you want to pick up a Forretress or Shaman, depending on the situation. 4 Super Scoop Up, flip a coin if heads, put 1 Pokemon and all cards attached to it to your hand. Play 1 Town Map, turn all of your prize cards face up. Those prize cards remain face up for the rest of your game. And this is pretty good in the deck because if you play against a deck with like Pokemon that have 60 HP, you can actually see what prize card you're going to take, which could matter. Maybe you need that Devolution Spray. Maybe you need that Recycle. So this Town Map is pretty good in here. That's why I like it in the deck. 4 Trainer's Mail, look at the top 4 cards of your deck, reveal a trainer card, and put it in your hand, except for Trainer's Mail. 3 Ultra Ball to get the Latios, Shaman, Air Forretress, maybe 4, but right now we're playing 3. 2 Juniper, discard your hand, draw 7 cards. 4 Force of Giant Plant, maybe 4 is too much, maybe you cut it down to 3, but you need it in the early game, so that's why we have 4 right now. And we play 2 Muscle Band and 2 Psychic Energy. If you notice, we play 2 Latios, 2 Muscle Band, and 2 Psychic Energy, just in case you do prize 1. Since you play Town Map, maybe you can cut it down to 1-1-1, and that way you can see what your prize cards are. But you can only attach an energy once per turn, so if you attach it early to a Forretress or something, or you Juniper the only energy away, you're kind of in a weird situation. So right now, the 2/2/2 Seems fine. If you want to cut one thing, maybe the Latios and Muscle Band. If you need to fit something in there, maybe a Floatstone, maybe a Switch, you just kind of get lucky on the Super Scoop Up, pick up the active Fortress, and put the Latios in the active spot here. But hopefully you enjoy this deck. Hopefully you can see why Forest of Giant Plants need to be errata. Not so much banning of Shift Raid. Shift Raid's not that broke of a card. It's just Forest of Giants Plant. And that's all it is. And because Fortress, you're going to be like, wow, this is really broke. Because you're going to see Fortress do some crazy stuff with Thorn Tempest. And you still lose the Shift Raid with this deck. I mean, they're going to put your Pokemon quicker than you can. But if you go first, you can potentially knock out a Shift Raid deck if they start Seed on or something. But hopefully you enjoy this deck, and let's see it in action. Alrighty, so we're playing against Metagaming NW, so Northwest maybe. We'll call heads like always, and boom, we get to go first. Do we get the turn 1 Donk or not? Right now, the hand is not looking so great. But we'll see what happens here. We got another unknown we can put down. We get a Lava Ball for a Pinecone. Let's see, what is Metagaming playing here? A C-Dot. Oh, we can win the game right now. Let's get the Pinecone. Can we beat the Shift Raid deck or not? Here, well, Trainer's Mail. We get a, I guess an Acrobike. We can put the Muscle Band on the Pinecone. We can play the Acrobike. Get a Force of Giants Plant. Put that down. Put down the Pinecone. Put 10 damage down. Here we get a Super Scoop Up. Heads, pick up the Pinecone, pick up the Fortress, put down Pinecone, Fortress, put another 10 damage down, Muscle Band here, Bike for 4, we get an unknown, we get a Devolution Spray, put that down, put the Fortress back down, put 10 damage, Shebe, we're going to draw 5 cards here, we get another Devolution Spray, put it down here, put down the Pinecone, put down the Fortress, we got, what, 4, 1 left here. We could just Ultra Ball these two, and if there's another Pinecone in the deck, we go in. I mean, Fortress, we go in right now, and we're knocking out the evil Shift Raid deck. Turn 1, victory goes to us there. Now we went second. We probably would have lost to Shift Raid there. Shift Raid is definitely one of the best decks in the format right now. But you can see why Fortress is another good deck. We didn't even tackle with Latios. We just put down 5 Fortress, won the game there. But we'll play another game with this deck and see what happens. Alrighty, so we're going against Poke Rods, playing all dark deck. We do have the advantage here. Now let's see, what are we playing against here? Hopefully we start like a Latios maybe. I think the deck might need like a Switch or a Floatstone so that we can get Pinecones out of the act spot for sure. Instead of trying to hit Super Scoop Ups heads, they do get to decide to go first here. So they do have a chance to put down multiple Pokemon. We see a Bianca, we see a Dark Energy, Laser. We start Latios, and our hand is pretty bad right now. We get a Psychic Energy, we get a Talon Map, we get a Lava Ball. It all depends on what's our top deck, and we're probably Lava Ball for an unknown and see what the unknown gets us here. Yeah, alright, let's see what Poke Rods is playing here. Could be anything dark. Yeah, we get to draw a Mulligan too, which could help. Put down the Pinecone and a Sableye. 70 HP, not too hard to knock out here. We can put down 7 Pinecones and knock it out, or Fortress and knock it out, which is, yeah, it's doable. Here we see an Ultra Ball discarding a Dark and a Bicycle, and Evoltol. There we go. So 170 HP Pokemon. Can we knock it out or not? It's the big question here. We see a Shauna from our opponent, drawing 5 cards, and a pass. Let's see what top deck here. Another Pinecone, put a Psychic Energy here, Town Map, and nothing too crazy. But here we can Lava Ball for an unknown. Put that down. Play it. Let's see what we get here. A Trainer's Mail for an Ultra Ball. So we know 1 is prized. So we're going to Ultra Ball, discard a Fortress and a Recycle. And here we'll get a Shaman. So that way we can serve one of the recycles that are needed for the Devolution Sprays. Play the Shaman, draw, do have 6 cards in our hand, of course. Here we'll get a Trainer's Mail. We need a Force of Giants Plant, but a Muscle Band will do, so we'll put that down here. We'll play a Lava Ball to get an unknown. And this is what I don't know. Do we play the unknown first or Acrobike? I guess we're Acrobike first. Here we'll get a Trainer's Mail. I think we already discarded the Fortress. That should be okay. So we have a 3-3 line left in the deck. So we'll play the Trainer's Mail. Get the Force of Giants Plant. We can put that down. Here we get the first Fortress, put it down, put 10 on both. Now let's see here. We can recycle trying to hit something, or we can unknown to hit a Devolution Spray. So yeah, we'll unknown to see what we hit here. A Bicycle, okay, not bad. Super Scoop Up. Heads, pick up the Fortress. Put it back down, put here. Yep, that's fine. Here we'll play Recycle. Tails, Juniper. We get a Devolution Spray. Put that back down. Get an Unknown. Oh, okay, so we're up to 3 right now. Put an Unknown. Play a Super Scoop Up. Heads, pick up the Fortress. Put down Pinecone. Or put down the Fortress and the Pinecone. Go 10 to both. Try another both at 40. Here we can Super Scoop Up once again. Heads, pick up the Fortress. Put it back down. Alright, so we're up to 50. And here I want to Unknown first, I guess. I'm trying to think what the best way here. We'll Bike for 1. We get a Fortress down. Yep. There's 6. Bike for 1. Devolution Spray. Put it back down. There's 7. We take a price here, so we'll take the Recycle. Trying to hit the heads on it to get back the Devolution Spray. So here we'll Recycle. Heads. We'll put the Recycle back, or the Devolution Spray back on top. Guaranteed another hit. Let's see what he sees here. Whoa. Alright, so we're Shaman here. Draw, we have 6 cards. We get the Devolution Spray. Put it back down. So what is that? It's 90 HP left. Oh, it's going to be hard. We'll Ultra Ball, discard the Muscle Band and the Juniper. We should have a Pinecone and a Fortress left in the deck. The question is, do we have enough cards or not? We'll put Scoop Up. Let's see here. How many Devolution Sprays have we played? We played 1, 2. We played 2 so far. So we have 2 left in the deck. We played 1, 2, 3. There's 1 Super Scoop Up left. And let's see by recycles. There's 1, 2, 3. So there's 1 cycle left and 2 Devolution Spray. I don't. 3, 4. I think we're gonna whiff by 1. Okay, so I have to scoop up this Fortress. Put it back down. Yep. Play the Bicycle. Acrobike. Hitting. Oh, no. I don't think we can do it now. I'm pretty sure we can't. Play this down. Put it back down. Hitting 10 damage there. Trainer's Mail. Oh, no. We're going to be so close. Okay, so 5. Yeah, I don't think we can get it here. Get the Acrobike. Play it. We get a Devolution Spray. Put it back down. Putting that down here. And oh, we were so close. 2 damage counters away. Oh no. Oh, we get it. Oh, what am I thinking? Oh man. I thought we only swung for 40. Oh, we did it. I don't know what math I was doing in my head. I was like, oh, we only swung for 40. So yeah, there's 60 damage. The Muscle Man came in clutch there. So there's there's Fortress. I don't know why I was just thinking for like 40 base without the Muscle Band, and yeah, we got it when I thought we didn't get it. So there we go, biggest attack 60, AVP Fortress. Man, it did like what 110 damage, and there you go. If your opponent doesn't put down multiple EXs, you could do it. If it had 180 HP, we would have like barely lost. We would have had 10 HP left. But you can see why Force of Giant Plant is actually broken and not Shiftry. So Pokemon just needs to errata Force of Giant's Plant, and that would fix everything. If they make it where grass can evolve into a grass, I don't see no problem with that. I can't think of any decks right now. The only like main stuff you get is like Vileplume, Ariados. A Selgor maybe could be bad. Because Selgor deck and cover turn 1, and with the Vileplume out could be bad. That's another scary thing if you know that does start happening. But I mean, you can see why this even though my opponent has 2 Pokemon with Forretress, it puts 10 everywhere, and then you could just take the knockout the Latios. So there we go. Hopefully you enjoyed. I kind of messed up, or I did mess up, and I'm sorry about that. Like I said before, I thought we had 40 base. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day. Alrighty, bye.